Good morning, everybody. It is Charlie here, and welcome back to another live stream on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on this morning. I usually do the last say on an evening. Obviously, I can't do it tonight because I've got other things planned. But I think even if I didn't have plans and everything tonight, I'd have probably jumped on this morning. Yeah, not in the best of moods, as you can imagine. After that abysmal performance, we really did go down on a whimper. After we lost 4-1 against Spurs yesterday afternoon at Ellen Road, which confirmed our relegation to the Championship. Just before we get into it in more detail, guys, please smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're brand new as well, and get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And of course, hit that notification bell so that you're aware of when I'm going live and uploading. As I say, I feel like I'm in need of a bit of a therapy session. I didn't think it would hit me this hard. Like I said, I thought I'd accepted it a few weeks back after the Bournemouth defeat. I pretty much expected it from that point. But I think to go down yesterday in the way that we did, with no fight, no passion, no desire, no willingness to win, and just the manner of the goals that Tottenham scored, we just made it so easy for them. We can't defend, we can't attack, we've got no midfield. And it's just upsetting to see. And again, sorry that I'm not trying to, sorry that I don't sound upbeat, that I don't sound, optimistic for the summer ahead and a promotion push next season, but it's just taken all the wind out of me, in all honesty. Usually I make notes to prepare for this stream, but I haven't. I think we're just going to go on a tangent. We could be going for a good hour and a half, people. So for as long as you're all engaging in the chat, I will stay on. Just getting to a few of your comments off the bat. Edward's in the building. I am annoyed about this. God, yeah, that's an understatement. A massive summer ahead for us now that hopefully will see us be able to get back up to the Prem. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully. Julie's in the building. Morning, Julie. Devastated, but it was expected. I just hope the comments from the club are right and things are in place, ready for next season. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about that statement shortly, but there's a big thing from that has actually annoyed me about that statement. Morning, Warren. Morning, Jay. Morning, Freddie. Where did it all go so wrong? That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Where did it all go so wrong? How have we ended up here? Finished 9th in the first season. 9th. And then that summer business after we finished 9th was James, Harrison, Firpo, and Christopher Clarkson. But anyway, Max Power saying, no owner, no manager, no director of football, no team to be truthful. Snowball's chance of going straight back up. Fact, yep. I'm of that opinion as well. I think unless I see significant changes made over the next few weeks, I don't see us coming straight back up either. But again, if I see what I want to see, if I see a director of football announced soon, new ownership sorted soon, new manager in soon, and then players start getting shifted, players start coming in, maybe I could get on board with it. About promotion at the first time of asking. Obviously, there'll be parachute payments. We'll get income from player sales. But yeah, all of that, I'm sure, will get sorted. It's just how long is it going to take? That's the question. the Championship starts a week earlier than the Premier League. I think it's like the first weekend in August, isn't it? So it needs sorting quickly because it's only, 7 or 8 weeks until the Championship starts. Something daft like that. So, yeah. Be interesting to see if we're at home or away first game and who we play against just to bring us back down to earth. Also confirm Sam's unsuitability. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll talk more about the game briefly in a bit, but I think this stream's not really about the game yesterday. It's just about everything in general, isn't it? Still fuming. Some part of me saying, glad we're down, we deserve it. Useless all season. Yeah, I think we have deserved to go down 100%. And, you know, I know that the odds weren't great for us to stay up yesterday, but there was still a chance. A small chance, albeit, but there was still a chance. And we went out there and played like an already relegated team, beaten, spineless, gutless, no idea what each other's doing, no idea what role you're doing on the pitch, where you need to be, who's your man that you're marking, all the basics. We just didn't have a clue. And we conceded a minute and a half into the game. A minute and a half. You know, the Ellen Road crowd was actually quite buoyant. It was quite a good atmosphere. I was in Billy's bar pre-game and everyone was chanting, singing March On Together, other, various chants. It was a good atmosphere. And it was for about a minute into the game, and then Spurs have their first attack. Harry Kane scores. And then the atmosphere was just sucked out of Ellen Road and it just turned toxic. Started chanting like old chants about Enoch Shawomni, Luciano Becchio, Beckford, Samuel Saiz, Hernandez, Berardi, Pontus Janssen, Kyle Bartley. Just all the old chants from the Championship started to come out. And even at that point, we all accepted it. We were having a bit of a laugh in the South Stand with the chanting and that. Then the second half comes, again, 2 minutes in, concede. Does start to get a bit toxic again. Then Jack Harrison pulls the goal back. I barely celebrated, to be fair, because I knew it didn't mean anything. Ironic, isn't it, that Harrison scored our first goal in the Premier League and has scored our last in the Premier League. And then even that, you think, right, maybe get a draw out of it. But no, 2 minutes later, bang, they score again, 3-1. And even at that point, everyone was just kind of accepting of it, or still chanting a bit, but, there were certain sections of the crowd that was singing "We All Love Leeds." There were other sections that were booing, hurling abuse at the players. You're not fit to wear the shirt and all that jazz. But the goal that summed it up for me, and the goal that sunk me to my seat, was that fourth one from Lucas Moura. That goal for me summed up the whole season. How he was able to just pick up the ball on the wing and just get past Cooper like he wasn't even there, run past Ayling like he's not there, squeeze past Koch, away from Christensen, and just dinks it over your Robles. And that was, even though I knew we were down at 3-1, obviously, and I knew Everton were in the lead then, and obviously Leicester. I knew Leicester were winning as well. But that fourth goal really just sunk me to my seat, and I just thought, wow, we're actually down. And, there was lads around me, they were patting me on back. I wasn't crying or all. I was just literally just sat with my head in my hands. And like someone said earlier, I was just thinking, how has it got to this point? How has it got this bad? Jay's saying he feels okay, strangely. Wasn't surprised by the performance or the lack of fight. I didn't expect anything more. The squad is terrible, the coaching staff is terrible, and the board are terrible. Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better myself, Jay. I actually feel worse this morning than what I did yesterday, weirdly. And I even watched Match at Day as well, which I don't know why. And I've watched the highlights again this morning. Again, I don't know why. But maybe naively, I was under the impression that we'd at least, even if we got beat yesterday, that we would show some fight. Fight for every tackle, fight for every ball, every header. Literally put your body on the line for this club. And none of them did. Thought Weston McKennie was awful. And I don't think I've ever heard the Ellen Road crowd boo a Leeds player off the pitch like that yesterday. A very small part of me felt sorry for him because, yeah, it's a signing that hasn't worked out and he's had a lot of abuse, and his mate on Twitter doing that space thing again last night was just not needed. But, ultimately, I can understand why he got booed because he has been poor. And yesterday was just shocking as well. For me, there were 3 players that come out of yesterday with a bit of credit, and that's Adam Forshaw, who I thought was fighting for everything. I thought Rodrigo was really putting a shift in, at least trying to make things happen. And even though I think he's been poor of late, I think Luke Ayling was really trying yesterday as well. But again, Luke Ayling isn't good enough, but you could see he was at least putting the effort in. And he was visibly upset at the end of the game as well, along with Liam Cooper, who again isn't good enough and shouldn't be at the club. But, now it's time for the rebuild. It has to happen now. Yeah, 100%. Now let's just briefly speak about this statement. This statement that the club made right after the game. Now, the statement itself doesn't bother me. I think it's a fair statement, and it's a statement that I expected them to make. But I was listening to the Square Ball last night, and they made a very good point about it. I think it was Moscow White who made the point. There's no name on it. Who's signed that statement? Who's made that statement? Is it Rads? Is it Kinnear? Rads and Kinnear didn't even make any programme notes for yesterday. So who's made that statement? Because for me, without a name on it, it's pointless. Pointless statement. Who's making it? Is it Kinnear? Rads? Someone else in the club? It's not Arter, is it? So it's one of them two. It has to be. Who else is it going to be? Is it that Jay Mooney? Whatever he's called? Is it him? Is it the players? Is it Liam Cooper, club captain? There's no name on it. And like Jay's just said there, spot on, a generic piece of propaganda it is. They've literally just typed in, nice statement after relegation. Off of Google, probably, copied and pasted it probably. Or it's that ChatGPT or whatever I was seeing on Twitter yesterday. It's something like that. Because without a name on it, it's pointless. Absolutely pointless. But yeah, like I say, guys, this it's a sad day. It's weird. I feel like I'm grieving a loss of a loved one. Don't quite know what to think. Don't know what to expect this summer. We've got no ownership, really, when you think about it. We've got no director of football, no manager now. Obviously, Allardyce, what I've got is £2.5 million bonus but 500 grand for 4 weeks' work. Fair play to him. It's not his fault, but let's just talk about that lineup yesterday. We've all said it. We needed a win yesterday to give ourselves any chance. So you'd have thought that maybe, just maybe, he'd have gone a bit more attacking. Now, I know he's not an all-out attacking style manager. Fair enough. But let's be honest, we were already down. So why didn't he just go for it? Play Nonto, play Somerville if you have to. I think Bamford wasn't even on the bench, was he? Because he was injured. So, partner someone with Rodrigo. Play Rutter from the start. Why not? Just go for it. But instead, he chose to go with about 6 or 7 defenders. I think it was 6, wasn't it? Yeah, 6 defenders. Why? Just why? And again, a combination of a defence that hasn't played with each other before. Wober, Christensen and Cooper have not played together as a 3 ever before. You had Junior Firpo back from suspension, and you didn't have him at left wing back, but you had Pascal Struijk. Firpo might not exactly be a great left back, but is quicker than Pascal. And Pascal was arguably at fault for 2 of their goals. Thought Pascal was shocking yesterday. Again, he'll be a player that stays probably. Like I say, when you concede a minute and a half into a game that you need to win, any bit of confidence that the players must have had was just zapped right out of them. So yeah, Mr. Austin says you seem very calm. I'm not calm, mate, but there's no point screaming and shouting about it, is there? I'm not going to waste my energy. What's the point? They didn't waste any energy, did they, yesterday? So why should I? Like I say, guys, I was in no fit state to do a review last night, so I do apologise for that. But I wasn't drunk or anything. I ended up not even having that much really to drink, but I wasn't in the mood. I had a banging headache from all the stress of it all. And I just wanted to come home, have a bit of food and just chill. And yeah, I just don't know what happens now. I don't know what is going on with the ownership. I've seen a tweet from Phil Hay saying that the 49ers do want to take over, but obviously I think Rads has more or less got Sampdoria with the QSI investment group, who own PSG. I think he's gone in on it with them. But that could take a few days maybe to sort out, maybe a week. So obviously our new owners won't get announced until he moves on to Sampdoria. So that's a week gone there without the ownership sorted. So this is what I mean. Things need to be happening now to give ourselves any chance of coming straight back up. Because you think about it, there's Leicester and Southampton that have come down with us. Southampton have already made moves. They've got Martin as their new coach. Yeah, they'll probably offload a few, but they'll probably bring some players in as well. Leicester, I mean, the squad that they've got, it's amazing that they've even managed to go down. Unbelievable. Obviously, they'll have a lot of big players that leave them, but I think they'll have that pull of bringing in some good players to get them back up. So we need to be acting like these clubs. We need to be making moves immediately to make sure we have the best possible chance of coming back up. I think the very least we can expect next season is playoffs, surely. Because if Southampton and Leicester do better business than us, they could finish in the automatic spaces. But the very least that we should expect is playoffs. And the fact that I'm even saying that is really annoying me. But I'm just trying to think on the very worst case scenario is that we get playoffs. If we finish outside of the playoffs, that's just shocking. Jason, I found it funny that we've put Rutter on. He gets an assist and was lively. If only we had some coaches. Yeah, exactly. I thought Rutter when he come on, I thought he did decent. I thought it was okay. But again, if we'd have seen him more, like you say, maybe it'd have contributed a bit more, like you say. He came on, he grabs an assist. But anyway, Max Power says 29 goals conceded in 9 games. Whole defence should be binned, never to play again. Yeah, I think we need a whole new backline, 100%. Commiserations from an Everton fan. Hope things improve. Yeah, obviously. Congratulations to you guys for managing to stay up. I don't think it was ever in doubt from our point of view anyway. Maybe it was different, obviously, for yourself as an Everton fan. But for me, it was never in doubt. We all knew you were going to beat Bournemouth. And yeah, good luck for next season. We'll be watching from afar. Why did you think they'd show some fight? They've not. Yeah, look, I get your point there. And I agree, Freddie. I do. I agree. But I just thought, mate, last game of the season, one last push. Do everything you can to at least give us a chance of staying in this league. And as you've said, they didn't show any fight all season, and they once again didn't show any yesterday. And I did say, I was naive in thinking like that. But it was just a very small part of me that was clinging on to a tiny bit of hope yesterday. New centre-back partnership of Cresswell and Hilda. Yeah, why not? I think Cresswell's done good for Millwall this season in the Championship. He's got good experience there now. Hilda has apparently done really good at Rotherham. Bring him back in and get him in that first team. I think we're on about the statement here. Computer generated, yeah, more than likely. Maybe Orta wrote the statement 2 weeks ago when he left. Yeah, possibly. Raj didn't have the decency to go to the game. He was elsewhere thinking of the pound signs. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, exactly. The guy's a rat, isn't he? Let's be honest. Let's just put it out there. The guy's an idiot. The guy's a clown, a charlatan. Every name that you can think of, he is it. Yeah, he has done some good things for this club. But in recent years, it's just been crap. Everyone thought it was Bielsa that didn't want signings. How wrong were we? You know why he didn't want the signings? Because the players that Orta was delivering to him were absolute gash. That's why. And he didn't want to work with them. Fair enough. Bielsa picked Firpo. All right. That was a wrong bit of judgment from Marcelo there. Fair enough. And we were linked with Brendan Aronson while Bielsa was still in charge, which was a genuine link at the time. So Bielsa must have wanted him. Again, that's not worked out, but fair enough. But the majority of the things Bielsa did, he got right. And he really did turn water into wine with a lot of those players who, let's be honest, are Championship players. Ayling, Cooper, Click at the time was a Championship player. He turned him into a world beater. Alioski, again. So, honestly, it's a bit mental. Imagine if we had Nanto, Somerville, Rodders and Rutter as a 4 across the top. It was a must-win game and we played 6 defenders. Only Big Sam Allardyce will know why he chose to go with that setup in a must-win game. Like you say, play all your best attackers. I'm not saying just go all out attack and not care about the defence. Obviously, believe me, we need to care about the defence, but he could have still played a back 5, with the 3 and the wing backs, but then played the attackers. He could have still done that, and he didn't. Robin Koch in midfield. What? Why? We saw various times yesterday, the guy can't control the ball. His passing's shocking. Even Cooper, famous for his cross balls, shocking. Woeful defender is Liam Cooper. He's so bad. He's really, really bad. The only defender in that defence that I would keep is Max Verber. And yeah, he hasn't been doing great recently, but I put a lot of that down to the defence that he's got next to him. Max Verber, I would keep hold of. Pascal, I'm a bit 50-50 on. I think he's still only young. He's got the potential. I don't think he'll leave. I think he'll definitely stay because no one will want him. But yeah, capitulated from the first whistle. Yeah, 100%. Freddie saying, "How's my dad and uncle with it all?" My dad he was resigned to it months ago. He could just see it coming. Which fair play to him, he were right. My dad's one of them fans who, like, he said he turned it off at 3-1 yesterday. He said he just couldn't be bothered watching it, which fair enough. My uncle, obviously, I was at the game with, well, I wasn't stood with him. He's in like a different block of the south stand to me. He's only a little bit over to my left. But yeah, afterwards, he was just, how I am now, really. Just, he's seen it all as my uncle is in his 70s. He's seen through the likes of Revy, Howard Wilkinson, he's watched Bremner, Norman Hunter, Peter Lorimer, he's watched them all. But, he said it hurts. It hurts exactly like it does for us, for him. And yeah, he was just saying as well, how has it got this bad? The players just not good enough, no fight, no desire. So yeah, everyone, my dad, my uncle, they're all just the same as me, really, and the same as all of us. Just, I'll say it, pissed off. just pissed off, mate. Rads isn't answering the phone to the 49ers because he's still celebrating his purchase of Sampdoria. Yeah, what a clown. There has to be a huge overhaul and it has to start this week. There are only 5 weeks till the championship kicks off. Is it really? No, it can't be. Oh, 10 weeks. I was going to say it can't be 5. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be the 5th of August because that's a Saturday and it's the first Saturday in August, so it will be then probably. Maybe the Friday, actually, 4th of August, there'll be a game on it. It could be either us, Southampton, or Leicester that play on that first game, because I remember last season when Burnley got relegated, they played Huddersfield on the first game of the season on a Friday night. So if we say 4th or 5th, that is, let's just have a look, shall we? So if we say from, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 weeks. Yeah, it is 10 weeks. So for me, within the first 2 to 3 weeks of that, we need the ownership, director of football, and manager all sorted for me. And you might think that's too much to ask for, but it isn't. It really isn't. Like that statement said last night, plans should already be in place to sort this mess out. The discussions, the planning should already been done. It should have already started prior to yesterday and prior to this mess happening. And like the statement said, let's give ourselves the best possible chance of coming up first time of asking by getting the ownership sorted, get a good director of football, a good recruiter in, a good quality manager, get all the dead wood out of this club and bring some players in that want to play for this badge. And that's a question as well. Who do you think the new manager will be? Because we've heard Brendan Rodgers' name mentioned, even if we went down, which we have. But for me, I think it'll be Corberan. I've just got a feeling it'll be Corberan. I think since he signed his new deal at West Brom, they've not done great. I think he has the championship experience. He worked wonders with Huddersfield, got them to a playoff final, albeit they lost, but he got them there. Done a fairly decent job at West Brom. It tailed off a bit towards end of season, but overall, decent job there. He's got the championship experience. He's a Bielsa disciple. He learnt a lot under Bielsa. think it'll be a similar style of play to Bielsa with just a little bit more pragmatism at the back. And I think we'll probably offer him a longer deal, a bonus if we get promoted, and an extension on his contract if we get promoted as well. I can just see it being Carlos Corberán now. I'd take Brendan Rodgers all day long, but my realism head is saying that it could be Carlos Corberán. I do hope that we come soon to the Prem. Yeah, exactly. So do I. Agree with the Cresswell Hilda comment. Yeah, 100%. I would take them. I'll take them back any day. Pascal was dreadful yesterday. Yeah, agreed. I was a month ahead of myself. Yeah, you are, mate. Manager has to come in 2 weeks. Anyone knows who comes in? Yeah, within the first few weeks. Not much time to completely rebuild. The new owners need to share their plans for the 23-24 soon. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I'm saying, Caroline, we need to get this sorted ASAP. ASAP. Because, because if it drags on and on and on, players have left, but we've not really brought a lot in because we don't have a director of football and the ownership isn't sorted. We could find ourselves mid-table Championship for me. Like, literally, we could find ourselves there. And that statement said last night as well that things that have happened in the past won't be repeated. That'll be interesting to see how that goes on, won't it? God, it's such a sad state of affairs. It really, really is. Guys, we've been going for 35 minutes. There's 22 people in the building. Please smash that like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm on the road to 3,000. If you could do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of plans for content over the summer and next season. I'm hoping to do a few collaborations with other Leeds YouTube content creators as well. So, hit that notification bell so that you're always aware of when I'm uploading and going live, and follow my socials, which are in the description as well, where you'll be getting updates about upcoming things that I'll be doing. Like I say, even though it'll be in the Championship, guys, the channel will continue 100%. I'm not going to give up just because we've been relegated. As I say, I've been speaking to a few creators in the background about things that I'd like to do with them next season, like uploads and streams and stuff. So yeah, as I say, make sure you subscribe for all that content, and we'll just keep talking, shall we? So the danger with Corberán is he'd keep some of the last promotion dregs. Potentially, I think a few of them will stay on, but I think they'll be used as squad players, hopefully. Anyway, someone even said yesterday that they'd take Adam Forshaw starting in the Championship. And as much as it annoyed me to admit, I agreed. I just thought he did the basics really well yesterday, and I think it's a bit of experience in there. If you put a Darko JB alongside him, if you put a Lewis Bate in there or someone like that, they could learn a lot from Adam Forshaw. Jay's saying we have to do a Burnley and bounce straight back up. No reason why we can't. The Championship is a tough league, but plan now, get a quality manager in, sign the best players, and can easily walk it. Yeah, exactly. I think we've been linked with that Ryan Manning from Swansea, who was a good left back. I think he picked up their Player of the Season award. Again, we need to go down to the Championship. We need to bully these teams into giving us their best players, because we're Leeds United and we're at one of the biggest clubs in that Championship now. And we need to be getting their best players. Obviously, there's Ryan Manning from Swansea. There's that Perot as well at Swansea, who have, really good players. Let's go down there. Let's show our dominance. We're Leeds United and we're having your player. Boom. Done. Right, move on. Who are we getting next? It needs to be clockwork. It needs to be like that. Whether it will be does remain to be seen, doesn't it? Michael's saying, what do the 49ers know about Championship football and Championship managers? I think things are looking really bleak. Yeah, but again, and you could say that about any ownership, though, couldn't you? I think, given the circumstances, obviously, 49ers will have more than likely wanted Premier League football, of course, but that's not happening now. And this is why you hire people to help you make these decisions. They can still take over. They can get a director of football that is aware of the Premier League / Championship, who can go down, who can pick the best players, get them to Leeds, and help us on that promotion push. Sounds simple. I know it's not as simple as that, but again, if these decisions, if these changes are made as soon as possible, then it'll give us the best possible chance going into next season, because the Championship will be tough. We know it's tough. Every team, like every team down there, it's a cup final playing Leeds. Everyone wants to come to Ellen Road and win. Everyone wants to get one over on the big club that is Leeds United. But we need to go down and be like, no, we are Leeds United. You're not beating us. We're having your best players, and we're going to walk this Championship. That should be the mentality. And if I see certain moves get made that I want to see get made, then I'll start to get on board with a promotion push next season. But if it drags on and on and on, I just can't see us coming up first time of asking. Maybe second time of asking, but not first, unless these changes are made as soon as possible. You'll have Dallas back next season. Yeah, that is true. How well he'll do and how good he'll be after his long injury spell, I don't know. It is an interesting one with Stuart Dallas. He got an amazing reception from the South Stand yesterday, and rightly so. I think he should be our player of the season just because he's not played and all of us have been that crap. Just a bit parched there. Jay's in the building with another donation. Really do appreciate that, mate. Thank you so much for that, Jay. Great stream, pal. I appreciate that. As I say, guys, anything that anybody can afford to donate is really much appreciated. And it does go straight back into the channel as well. Once again, Jay, I really do appreciate that, my brother. Julie saying I'd love Ange from Celtic. Yeah, Postecoglou. But don't think we stand a cat and owl's chance. What do you think about Pablo if he's got his badges? Yeah, I actually suggested that in the South Stand yesterday. I said I'd take Pablo Hernandez. I think he's played a really good style of football. I don't think he's got his badges though. Postecoglou from Celtic. I don't know about him, because it is Scotland, isn't it? It's Scottish football, which is the equivalent of like League One over here, in my opinion. I think he's been linked with Spurs, hasn't he? I think that'd be a mad shout for Spurs to go get Postecoglou. But yeah, we have good youth internationals. Yeah, we do. I guess. Need to go down with a big team mentality, boss and bully everybody. Yeah, Jay, that's what I was just saying, mate. Like I said, we're arguably the biggest club down there now. I think we're a bigger club than Southampton and Leicester. I know Leicester have won the Premier League a few seasons back, but I'd say we're, in terms of history and stuff, we are a bigger club than any club in that Championship. And like I say, we need to be going after the best striker in the Championship, the best defender, best goalkeeper, best midfielder. We need to be going for them all. Players in the Championship won't cost as much as what players around Europe and in the Premier League will. So that could work in our favour, because once players are sold as well, on top of the parachute payments, we'll have a lot of money to use. So again, we need to be a big team, have a big team mentality, as Jay has just said. And yeah, bully every team for their best players. 49ers are business people. They will know promotion at the first time of asking us a huge payday with marketing and TV money. They will want us to succeed, so it lines their pockets. Yeah, exactly. So I hope that is their motivation, and I hope that they come into the club with a plan, with a strategic plan, to keep us going. There's the Are we back? Yeah, we're back. The stream just froze there for a bit. Yeah, I think the 49ers should have a plan to come in, sort the director of football out. Please just sort it out. Please sort the manager and get the best players. I know I'm just repeating myself here, but that is just what needs to happen. If that can happen, I can get on board with a promotion push. If not, then come on, people. Let's just be real here. Michael's saying we need a manager with a strong character who picks who sell and buy. Don't like this director of football business. Clough, Ferguson, Wenger ran their clubs, and that's how it should be. Yeah, but I think it's just the way that modern football works. Most teams have a director of football or a head of recruitment at least, and that helps pick the players. But whoever's picking them, we just need to pick the right ones. It'll be interesting to see who we buy and who we sell. Who we keep and who we sell. You know, hit me up in the comments, guys. Like, who do you keep? Firstly, who would you keep out of our current team? I'm thinking, obviously, I don't think we'll be able to keep hold of them, but I'd keep Nonto, I'd keep Tyler Adams, I'd keep Max Verber, I'd keep Rutter, just to see how he does. Who else would I keep? Probably Ayling for the Championship, but as a squad player. Please, that's a big caveat, as a squad player. Is that it? I ain't including like under 21 players in this, by the way. I'm just talking like first teamers. I'd probably keep Jack Harrison if we can, but I don't think we will. I'd keep Rodrigo actually, but I don't think we will. I'd keep McKennitt. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. But yeah, I think that's it. Probably Robles in goal as well. Actually, I'd keep him. But other than that, guys, I'm really struggling. I'd get rid of Aronson. I'd get rid of Rocker. McKenna's already confirmed that he's basically gone back to Juve. Who else would I get rid of? I'd get rid of Cooper. I'd get rid of Strike. I'd get rid of Robin Koch. I'd get rid of Llorente permanently. I'd get rid of Dan James. And actually, no, maybe not in the Championship, actually. I'd probably keep Dan James for the Championship. Who else? Have I said Rocker? Yeah, I've said Rocker. Mellier's an interesting one. I think he'll probably go. I'm a bit on the fence with Mellier. I'm not sure. I know he's had a bad season, but I don't think he's actually a bad goalkeeper as such. I think that's it. That's the players that I can. Oh, Rasmus. I'd get rid of Rasmus, and I'd get rid of Firpo. Yeah, big time. But how many times have we said it now, though? How many times have we said it that we need a good left back? But now we just need a good team. We need a better team. Just all-round better team, don't we? Newcastle have Lascelles, who would serve views well. Yeah, potentially, but would he move down to the Championship? Maybe not. For me, Cresswell at his age is one of the best centre-backs in the Championship, yeah, which will be good to have him back. Sell Aronson first and foremost. He has no pace on the team. Yep, he's weak as well. Really weak on the ball. I'd keep Robles as number one keeper, hands down better than Meslier in net. Yep, 100%. Reading through the comments. Oh, the stream keeps freezing, guys. I do apologise if you can hear me. Are we back yet? Are we back yet? Let me just check. Oh, the stream's going horribly. I do apologise for this, guys. This hasn't happened on the stream before. Are we back? Yeah, I think we're back. Can hear it. Oh, you could hear and see me fine. Right, I think it's just my laptop then. I think it's just my laptop that's frozen. I do apologise for that, guys. I think if I did look a little bit blank, I was just my laptop does keep freezing, by the way, guys. So anyway, Spurs are after Robin Koch from Warren. Right, fair enough. I mean, surely not after his performance yesterday. Surely not after his performances all season that have just not been good enough. I just don't. I don't understand how any decent Premier League team would want any of our players based on the season that they've had. Obviously, Leicester wanted Jack Harrison, but they've come down with us. Newcastle wanted Jack Harrison as well. But again, he's not had a great season. So why would you want him? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's just a really big shambles, guys. My laptop has frozen again for some reason. I don't know why I'm unable to click on any of your comments. But I can see what Michael's saying here. Cresswell, Hjelde, Drame, Joffe, JB, Perkins all have to be the first team players with a few older heads around them. Dallas or Wober as captain. I have to keep Somerville too. Anyone decent won't stay. Yeah, I forgot about Crescencio Somerville. Yeah, I probably would keep hold of him as well. But yeah, guys, there's just a lot that needs sorting in this summer, window. And yeah, I think is the stream okay, guys? Is the stream okay? Is it okay now? Are we back? I think we're back. Yeah, we are. We're back. Honestly, guys, I really do apologise for this. I think we may have to bring the stream to the end in the next few minutes, guys, because I don't know what's happening with my laptop. But yeah, look, just to summarise, just to end this stream for this morning. Really disappointed, gutted with everything that's happened this season. That's happened just in yesterday's game alone. As we've said a few times, the plans need to be in place now. They need to be speaking to people in the background. They need to be getting the ownership sorted. They need to be getting the director of football, manager, players leaving, incoming. It all needs to be. It just needs to be sorted. We just need a plan. We need an identity again. We need to go down and bully these teams for their best players to give us any hope of getting back out of the Championship at the first time of asking, guys. And yeah, that's all I can really say, really, to be fair. So yeah, like I say, very, very disappointed. My laptop's frozen again. And like Jay said, even Charlie's laptop has had enough of Leeds. Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? It seems that way. I'm just going to wait for my laptop to actually come back on where I can click things. And then I will bring the stream to a close. I don't know what's going on here. Just hit me up in the comments, guys. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm just checking the chat. Yeah, it's frozen, hasn't it? If you can hear me, though, guys, if you can hear me, obviously, really do appreciate everybody's engagement in this stream this morning. Apologies for the technical difficulties. In terms of content moving forward, I think I'm just going to take a few days to process the relegation in more detail. Obviously, I do start a new job tomorrow as well, so I just want to get into the swing of that over the next few days as well. And yeah, basically, guys, we'll bring the stream to an end there. So if you've enjoyed it, please smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. We're on the road to 3,000. If you could do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. It gets more eyes on the channel as well. As I say, by smashing that like button really helps with that as well. It helps get the video out there, get more eyes on the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you're aware of when I'm uploading and going live. I don't know when I'll be next live or uploading on the channel. It'll probably be in a few days, unless anything is announced over the next few days that's worthy of coming on to give a reaction. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday Monday, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.